edition of On Two Wheels, coming to you from the 2010 International Female Ride Day, Perth, Western Australia. Lauren, a sensational day.
Yeah, it's a lovely weather, great day for it.
Now, I believe that we're leaving here shortly from Stirling, heading up on I guess a route that hasn't been determined, but I believe we're ending up at a hotel in Carrigaline in Perth, so a few beverages await us. But what we'll do now, we'll go and check out some of the bikes that are here, some of the ladies that have come from all over the state to support this event, and it's for a great cause, but we will tell you a bit more about that as we go. So let's go check out some of the bikes and some of the riders here today.
Tell us a little bit about how you found out about the event and what you're looking forward to today.
Well, I found out about it through Facebook and also through Perth Street Bikes.
Okay.
They had it up on the forum to let us know where it was and what was happening, and I think it's just an awesome opportunity to come out and ride with other women who love being out on two wheels.
So this is your bike here?
This is Blondie, my VTR. She's my blue Hondy.
Excellent, excellent. So how did you get into motorcycles?
I actually was planning on moving to Italy and decided to ride a scooter and got obsessed with two wheels, got my license, got the bike, and
never looked back.
Yeah, that's it, never looked back. Got my open class now, but I haven't upgraded because I'm a little bit attached.
Okay, all right. So any plans to do that in the future though, or?
Probably a good idea before the next time we do a big down south run again.
Yes? Oh, excellent. All right. So it's good weather for today. Is there
absolutely glorious.
Anything you're looking forward to in particular?
I think just being out on the road with a whole bunch of other ladies and the guys that support us.
Excellent.
That's just going to be fabulous.
Sounds good. I hope you enjoy it.
Thanks very much.
I'm here with Linda Scott. Linda's the organiser and I guess the operation mastermind behind the event. Welcome to On Two Wheels, Linda. Tell us how the event actually got underway, how it all got started.
Okay, back in about 2008, I got approached by Motorcycling Australia with regards to an international female ride that actually operates around the world, hence the word international. It was started by a lady called Vicky Gray from Motorist. It's a campaign that she set up to just get any females out on the road on two wheels. Doesn't matter what you ride, and as a recognition that girls can also get on a motorbike and enjoy the ride.
And I guess that's what it's all about. It's an opportunity for girls to come along, meet other girls that have similar bikes or different bikes, and everyone with the same interest gets to go on a ride and really enjoy themselves. And it also raises awareness for the safety aspect, as well as raises some funds for charity, I understand?
Absolutely, yeah. Perth, we decided to, if we're going to get the girls together, well, it's a better opportunity than to raise funds. We wanted it to go to a female-based organisation.
Sure.
We chose the Patricia Giles Foundation, which is a centre for housing for domestic violence victims, women and children.
Sure.
It's a not-for-profit organisation, and they obviously can do with as much funds
as they can get.
Yeah. So.
And as I said, it's a great cause. For next year, I understand that organisation will sort of start reasonably soon after this event, so if there's sponsors out there, jump on board and support this event. It is fantastic. You've got a website where people can find out more info?
We do. It's www.internationalfemalerideday.webs.com. Thanks to all our sponsors. We actually have 22 in total.
That's fantastic.
Absolutely fantastic, brilliant job by the sponsors.
Yeah.
Couldn't have done it without them, to be honest. And I hope that the prizes that they've donated for our raffle will raise quite a few dollars for the foundation. All our sponsors are listed on our webpage.
Absolutely. Linda, all the best for today. I wish you continued success with the event. And I guess for the girls out there that are riding, that want to come and join an event like this, jump on the website, have a look, and it is just a fantastic cause and something that is close to my heart and also Linda's heart as well, as raising awareness for females on two wheels as far as Australia, worldwide goes, as well as in Western Australia. So Linda, thanks very much.
Thank you. Enjoy the ride.
Thanks. the final destination for all these riders here for the International Female Ride Day.
Yep, that's right.
Lauren. And I've got to say, as we followed them up, there's some fantastic bikes out there. Great to see all the girls up here. What we'll do now is we'll go and check out some more of the riders, catch up with them, see how they've gone on this particular ride. Give you an opportunity to catch up with some of the riders as well.
Yeah, definitely. I'd like to meet and greet with a couple of them and see how the ride was.
So for you, because my background's motocross, for you, is this an opportunity for you to see how the girls actually handle the bigger bikes?
Yeah, for sure. I've always sort of been intrigued because I guess for me that's one of the things that always sort of scared me about riding a motorcycle is I'm obviously not very tall and I'm not very big, so I guess I always just sort of thought it would be really too hard for me to handle. But a lot of these girls here are my size, my height, so I'd really like to know how they do it.
And I guess too, it's great that over 100 riders have registered for this here in Perth alone. Imagine what happens when the word really gets out that there will be more riders actually attending. And I guess it's a great opportunity, just looking over to our left at the moment, a great opportunity for all the girls to get together and have a natter, which is what they're doing now. What we'll do, we'll go and catch up with some of them.
I'm here with Jose, is that how you pronounce
That's
it?
correct, yes.
Okay, and she's ridden up here today in the International Female Ride Day. Can you tell me what you ride?
I ride a motorbike called a Harley Davison. It's a Softail Deluxe. It's a nostalgia model. It's an 08. And it's my pride and joy.
So how did you get into riding motorcycles?
Oh, many years ago I had a scooter. And, or 30 years ago, we won't go there. And about in 2006, I bought a Yamaha and somebody said we're going to Tasmania and I went, yeah, I'd like to join you. And after having done that, I stepped up to a bigger bike. But yeah, I think scooters, but way back when I was, whatever it was, 20 or something, 15, 17, I think. And then 30 years, I thought, I'd like to get back there. So
do you belong to any clubs? Or?
Yes, I belong to the Harley Owners Group.
So what do you think is the biggest benefit from having a day like this for female riders?
Well, I think it's going to a good cause. And for people to be aware that it's okay, you don't have to be a male to ride a motorbike, and you don't have to be masculine to ride a motorbike. It's a womanly thing, although it's a motorbike. They say it's it's a men's sport, but I think a lot of women are thoroughly enjoying it as a woman. They don't have to compete. It's just part of being the motorbike crowd, being male or female.
Do you have any trouble with a bike this size?
If you drop it, you have a hard time picking it up, yes. But as long as you're going, it's okay.
Yeah, you don't have a lot of difficulty manoeuvring it?
No, unless you're trying to back it off uphill. That's the hardest thing.
Okay.
Well, here we are. This is the conclusion of the 2010 International Female Ride Day. We're at beautiful Carrigaline. I've got the 4 girls of the organising committee for this. I guess it's a brilliant event for me personally. First time for me coming out and seeing you girls out in the blacktop. Normally for me it's more motocross. And I guess, how did you find it? How does it all sort of gone down? I'll start with down the end down here, and how do you actually thought that the events actually turned out?
Oh, I was so pleased. It went smoothly. We weren't all in a huge pack together, but that's because of traffic. Nobody fell off, no cars injured anybody. We were all here together and there wasn't a big long gap. We all pretty much, it was continuous, so it was really good. Really happy.
How about you? I mean, I know in events like this the amount of work that goes in organising it, and I guess for you now it's like a big massive sigh of relief of thank goodness it's over, but also the work starts now in the back of your mind for next year.
Absolutely. I've already got a little mental list of a couple of things. I've had 2 people say come and see me about sponsorship next year, so I'm pretty happy about that.
Yeah, brilliant.
But yeah, no, I think we'll probably take at least an hour to have some vodka and then we'll get started on next year, I'm sure.
Yep, no worries. I'll talk to you later on when you've had that vodka. And Linda, you must be absolutely stoked. I spoke to you earlier about the sponsorship packages that have sort of went out for this year, but as we've already heard that sponsorship's starting for next year, bit of a shout out while we've got the opportunity to some of the people that's made this all possible.
Oh, absolutely. I'm going to start with some of the people that actually didn't give us prizes but helped out immensely. The City of Stirling, for one, supplied the start point and the registration van. They organised the food, the coffee, the toilets, the Rock-In Tavern, obviously supplying us with food at the end, and the destination point. They've got great venue here, massive car park. Let's move on to Gingerluck Motorcycles, Alert, Dragon Jeans, Biker Babes, Xanadu Wines, Glow, Body of Beauty, help me out, Mozart Australia, the West Coast Clothing Company, who are here with their stand today. There's 22 sponsors in all, so it's a bit difficult to.
Yeah, I guess to all
you can
of
jump
them.
in, yeah.
Yeah, to all of them. There's so many. Lloyd Chapman motorcycles.
Lloyd Chapman's, yep.
I've lost track now. There's plenty. Salt and Pepper. They've
Exotic.
supplied a whole heap of
Exotic,
things. Exotic
yep.
body piercing.
Desert Sand,
Candles.
the
Yep.
candles,
I don't have a list. If we've missed any of them, thank you to all of them.
MCRCWA for a track days voucher, just things like that. They've approached us, and said, we think it's a great thing that you're doing. We'd like to give you this.
Yep. And in closing, for you, I know it's sort of second hat for you guys to jump on your motorbike every Thursday night and go out for a ride with like-minded sort of girls. Give a bit of an insight to the girls out there sitting at home watching and think, oh, well, I wouldn't mind having a go, but I'm a little bit apprehensive. The bikes look pretty big. Sort of put their minds at rest and sort of how you got involved and how it sort of evolved for you.
I mean, I guess I got involved because I was watching other people do it and I was sitting there going, well, why can't I?
Yeah.
And the best thing you can do is just go out, get your learner license and give it a go. It's really not that scary. The first time you get on and you ride, and the feeling and that rush and that excitement of going for a ride completely overrides everything else that you have, and you just don't ever go back. It's just the best feeling, and if it's something you want to do, get out there and do it. There's so many of us out there that are willing to help and give you a go.
Yeah.
The International Female Ride Day website, internationalfemalerideday.webs.com.au.
No AU. Don't scrub the AU.
Scrub the AU. There's a lot of information on there if you're thinking about getting started and having a go.
And you meet so many people and you
yeah.
form great friendships.
Absolutely. So from one motocross girl to the four lovely blacktop girls here, it's farewell, goodbye, and thank you very much for your company for joining us on the 2010 International Female Riders Day in Perth, Western Australia. Thanks, girls.
Thank you.
Corey takes us back to the 125 GP bikes at Wanneroo Raceway and has a chat to a few people about Fastline GP racing.
I'm here with young Tom Haddon. What's all this Fastline about?
Basically what it is, it's about getting all the juniors, give them a chance to get out there racing instead of them going straight to a 600 or 1,000, give them the opportunity to learn the craft on a 125, so...
Yeah, because with road racing, if you're, I think it's 16, you can go straight out
on... Yeah, you go straight on the 600,000, whatever,
1,000,
so, and it gives some of the younger kids, you can get out there on 14 on the 125s now, so...
Oh, that's good.
Gives them a good opportunity,
Excellent. Excellent. So how long have you been involved in road racing?
I started when I was 15 years old, so 2002 I started, so I'm still going along now. So
enjoying it?
Yeah, it's good fun, except I've had a few bad injuries, but got to try and overcome that and keep getting on with it.
Yeah, right. Okay. So what's your claim to fame?
Well,
have you done anything spectacular?
Well, yeah, I've raced in two GPs and the 125 at Phillip Island. So, but you've got no chance against those. You're on your own bike, so and they're just absolutely full factory bikes, and you're down the straight, and they're just blasting past you. So, but it's a good experience because he just keeps pushing you, and how much you actually fast you can go, Yeah,
rightio. So how many? Do you know how many bikes roughly they've got? This Fastline advertising?
Basically, I think we've got about 14 125s and about 6 250s. So.
Okay, so how did the young kids get involved? How do they get involved with Fastline? Is there an avenue to follow, or?
Yeah, basically, if they came and spoke to us, we'd have to sort them out with a deal and what we could do and offer them and that. So they're all standard bikes, So basically, you're getting out, and the standard bikes go pretty quick straight off the mark.
Yeah, I've noticed my standard little bike. It just nearly keeps up with the fluoro orange one that's done the Grand Prix. So it's good. And you got 250s developing as well.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we got basically I'm staying on the 125s for this year, and then probably 250 next year. So trying to get the young kids up there a bit, and it's working very well. So
how many 250s have they got?
I think we've got six, yeah. So
right. And this is just you and your old man work your butts off and get all these bikes.
I look after myself and that, and my dad looks after the rest of the bikes. So and it's still a learning curve for me. I've been doing it. I think about 8-9 years, and you learn all the time. So every time you're out there, you learn heaps. So.
Yeah, right. Okay, so how do you think you're going to go today?
It's a tricky one. I've actually I was on a different bike this weekend, and it hasn't been going as well as I wanted it to. So I'm going to jump on one of the standard bikes and give it all shit. So
give it hell.
Give it hell and see how we go. So.
Okay, so if anyone wants to get involved, come and see Tommy Haddon or Ray Haddon at the races, and they'll be able to set you up with a deal or something in that line. I'm here with Graham Jeans. You've probably seen him on the show before. He's a member of the Fraser staff. Graham, what are you doing on one of these? You used to ride in a big 1000cc Ducati.
I question myself sometimes, but look, it's a great way to get out there and get racing on a cheaper basis. The 125, very competitive class we're running. These bikes are provided by Fastline Racing. It's an advertising project they've got going. You can get your name on the side of the fairing for a very small amount per year, get you up and running. A lot of the younger guys coming up through the sport, sort of 14, 15 years old, looking at getting onto these as a way of breeding them up for the 600s and the 1000s. So,
yeah, are you enjoying it so far?
Yeah, look, they're probably one of the hardest bikes I've ever ridden. You've got a 3,000 RPM power band to play with, so very tight little motor. It's a case of getting the corners exactly right. And look, a great bit of fun out there. I've got a little bit of sponsorship with the Zombie Tribes. Local bunch of guys are running a small motorcycle community. They're helping me out because, as you know yourself, racing, every last dollar counts, So we've got some cheese and crackers for lunch today. But,
beautiful, beautiful. I'll be on to the end of the end.
Good. The rest of it tips into the racing, and like I say, it's probably one of the cheaper ways of going racing, but great fun. We're all very level pegging. There's not much in between the bikes, so it's down to pure rider skill at the end of the day.
I've noticed with Fastline, they do, if you're on a quicker bike, they will swap you off the quicker bike and put you on the slower bike if you are a quicker rider. So,
definitely, yeah.
So
it's a bit of a learning curve.
I've worked out I've got to start last and finish last, and I'll stay on the quick bike.
Check the timing results, you'll see my name down the bottom.
Yeah, you'll be with me. No, so coming off the Ducatis, so how different are they?
With these things, if you don't get the gears right into the corners to get the drive off the corners, you've got a very small rev range to work with. They start at 10,000 RPM, the power band, and it's all over by 13,000. So if you're any side of 10 or 13, you just lose all the power. You've got no drive on the bike, whereas the bigger bikes, you can afford to sort of run out a little bit wider in the corner, pull it back in, and use the power of the bike to pull you out the corners, whereas these babies, it's a bit like sitting on an elastic band. It's either going to go or it's not. So.
Pretty much, and if you miss the wrong gear, you're pretty much trying to fan the clutch all the way up the straight just to get going again.
Yeah, exactly, just to get it going.
I got in trouble on Friday doing a start in the pit lane, and I did a start and I let the clutch out and it just died, and that was in first gear. So
I think the general consensus is on the start, just keep slipping the clutch. Just when you think you've slipped it enough, start slipping it again. And by then the bar should be back to the lever, should be back to the bar. So.
Yeah, definitely. But we should get some work out on knee sliders anyway.
I did get a little touchdown, so it does happen.
Even the average rider gets his knee down. No, brilliant. No, they are a wild machine, and hopefully it should be a good day out there today for us.
I think so, yeah, it's a good turnout. We've got the strongest calendar today. I think there was 114 entries all up. Another great show by the Motorcycle Racing Club. And
well professional here.
Very much so, yeah. We've got all the facilities. We've even got a cappuccino machine happening. Great family atmosphere as well, good for the families to come up and have a look around.
Bring your sandwiches, your esky, and sit on the lawn and have a watch of the racings for the day.
Good family day out. And of course, with all the race meetings, it's all down to the volunteers at the end of the day, all the flag marshals and people who get up at sort of 5 o'clock in the morning to come and set the track up. Big thanks to those guys.
Tell me about it. I haven't been up at 5 o'clock for years, and it's killing me.
And this is our weekend off.
Yeah, it is. The weekend off. I'm up at 5. What's going on there? At -5.
Yeah. So let's go racing.
Yeah, definitely. No, well, thanks for having a chat with us, and we'll see how we go during the day. And hopefully you don't knock me off, and I don't knock you off.
In about 7th position. Yeah, he's just coming down the hill now. He's on a 250.
Now, Steve, welcome to On Two Wheels. Now, you've got a magnificent check in your hand.
We do indeed.
Now, what is this all about?
This represents 2 projects that the Recreational Trail Bike Riders Association applied for and has been successful in being funded from the community environmental grants. The 2 projects are to develop a minimal impact riding program and to develop a pilot trail to help us understand more about how we can create sustainable trails that can be used into the future.
Fantastic. Now, Donna, this has come from your department, I believe.
Yes, it has. It's part of our $6 million community grants program, which was announced just this week. So I'm really pleased that we've been able to provide 2 grants to the association for this important project.
It's absolutely fantastic because there's roughly about 60,000 off-road riders in WA. So this is going to go to help them enjoy proper tracks, not just riding through the bush.
Absolutely, and we know that recreational trail bike riding is a great family activity, but we do acknowledge that there are impacts that have to be managed, and these 2 projects are going to address that from 2 different points of view. One, to help the riders understand what their role in keeping the environment available for us for the future is, and the second is to learn more about how we can create trails that are just more generically sustainable.
That's fantastic. Now, is there going to be more?
Well, look, we have rounds every year, and I suppose this has been a great opportunity to actually just work with the Department of Environment and Conservation as well as the Department of Water as well, with the association. And I think from my point of view as Minister for the Environment, it actually really is important that we do support organisations such as this association, where we do want people to enjoy our forests and the like, and trail bikes, but we also want to make sure that it's not done in a way that impacts negatively on the environment. And so if we have a sustainable trail, we have education initiatives which tell people about the impact that they may have on the environment, and to reduce that as much as possible, then I think that's a good thing.
That's fantastic. As we can see here today, it's very much a family affair. It's going to be fun, so thank you very much. Thanks again for watching. We'll be back again next week. We're going to leave you with a few outtakes. This is the sort of stuff that doesn't make the TV program, and you'll see why. See you next week.
International Female Riders Day, Perth.
Ride Day.
Ride. It's a whole lot of bikes coming in behind you.
Female Ride Day that was introduced by a lady called Vicky Gray, Corporation of Motorists, located in Canada.
That's Vicky ringing now. Sorry about that. Vicky, just hold a moment. I'm here with Linda she's the one that just rang me.
Welcome back. Well, we're now at round 3. Thanks for that, buddy. No worries, anytime.
Where are we?
We're in Carragullen at the Rock Inn.
Why don't you do the interview? That's it.
Can I tell you where we are? And what was your name?
My name's Lauren.
Welcome to the Rock Inn here in Carragullen.
Okay.
It's wonderful.
This is the Rock Inn. How do you get them on?
Well, I'm not going to take them off, but they're very easy. It's a zip down to this side, then it's just a buckle. So it actually opens up. You're going to ask me to show you. It opens up as such.
Okay.
So, yes, there you go.
Oh wow.
Okay, there it is.
Geez, you could.
And I can use it as a bullfight. But
because I have to admit, I tried on a pair the other day, and I think I may have put them on backwards.
It could have been. Could have been. Yeah.
This program is brought to you by the following sponsors.